The most common question we get is, why did you move to a van? And I completely get it, because I ask myself the same question a lot of times. We wanted the freedom of location, the freedom of just like being able to drive wherever we want to, the freedom of our time. Yeah. We moved to a van for the adventures, because we wanted to see new places, try new food, meet new people. In the times of the pandemic, we really missed the adventures. We moved to a van because we wanted to live with less. Even before, when we were living in Slovenia, in our tiny little house, we lived with a few belongings. But yeah, now in the van, we are living even with less, and it's a really good experiment. And we moved to a van to have more time to be with each other and more time to be alone and work on ourselves and to do things that before we never really had the time to do. And that is all true. I am a person always seeking new adventures, craving new experience. And for a really long period of time, my motto in life was samo preveč je dovolj. In Slovene, that means only too much is enough. So that can tell you something about the way I lived in my 20s. But to answer really, why did we move to a van? I cannot unsee this forever pressuring feeling of life and questions of, you know, where should I be in life? What should I become? What does that even mean? Finding our own place in this life. And I think a big reason why we moved to a van is still researching that. You know, why are we on this planet? And what type of life do we want to live? With Clement, we have a history of living very alternative life since ever. And I think this is just a part of a journey, and it doesn't mean that our life turned into pure amazingness because we moved to a van. It just meant like the next step we want to take, because we want to research this life further and think about ourselves and our lives. And it was kind of an escape too. I remember when I was younger and I was, you know, always traveling somewhere or moving to another country, and my dad would ask me, what are you running away from? And I would hate this question, and I would always say, I'm running away from nothing. But now I'm 30 years old, and I actually do believe that behind a lot of decisions we make, there is some running away from. And that I actually did want to run away from. I wanted to run away from the pandemic. I wanted to run away from the tasks that come with living at one place. I wanted to run away from the mundane life. I wanted to run away from the stuff I had to do and I had no balls to say no. I wanted to run away from all of that. So I know van life in most cases looks all perky and cute, and it is. And I think it is still based on the values of adventures and freedom and all of the things I said before. But we must not forget that at least some part of the decision to move to a van is also connected with just running away and just this mentality of fuck everything, I'm moving to a van. And here I am living in a van, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, it is a new experience. But as has happened many times before, I still deal with similar questions I always have. I just happen to be in Spain with a really pretty view. He's a tiny dog. Are you a tiny dog? Što kaj klapa? Hej, hej, maš, klopa imaš. Bravo, piknik, še. Hočem ti čim manj dlakic populit. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any comments or your own experience, please write them below. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Bye!